Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I hope this video will help you to understand what is economic stimulus that we are going through. Our government is proposing these days and during this hard time of coronavirus pandemic. Yes, United Nations has announced coronavirus disease as pandemic. Let's see who is eligible for this and what our Senate is saying. It might be helpful for you guys as well. Definitely need to talk. I know this is a little bit different as usual. So they say the size of checks would diminish for those more than $75,000 and phase out completely for those earning more than $99,000. Definitely need to talk. I know this is a little bit different as usual that I did not bring my CVS or Walgreens breakdowns today, but I'm discussing something else today. We have a different picture to discuss, a big animal in the room to discuss, as we all are going to get some real money in our account, some really hard cash in our bank accounts. That is thanks to new economic stimulus that has been rolled out right now. It is not fully agreed yet, but it is looking pretty good. Senate Mitchell McConnell on the one side, he might be opposite of Trump, our president, but they both are thinking for the better future of America, and there is something they are going to discuss. So what do we know about this bill? As we know that this bill includes $1 trillion. Yes, $1 trillion. That is definitely going to support or help little bit to every single American than we are in right now. It might be short-term money, but still it is going to help. In that bill, they are saying that every single adult American will get $1,200 and $500 for each child. Still sounds good. Nothing is bad about it. It's still going to help. It's coming to you, and it's definitely going to keep your household going during this time. We will figure things out till then. As we all know, nobody was planned for it, as this is first time in the nation, first time in the world. The scientists are working on the sides to find their reasons, or to find whatever the causes of it. They're finding the vaccine for the coronavirus as well. No one knows what's going to happen. Even government is doing really hard for that. It's really crazy times these days. So now we know that there will be some relief on the way from the government, thanks to President and the Senate. So let's go to the facts. As we know, the Senate, Mitch McConnell, has proposed it. So let me read the first one. The legislation would provide checks of $1,200 per adult for many families, as well as $500 for every child in those families. Families filing jointly, that means filing their taxes jointly, would receive up to $2,400 for the adult. The size of the checks would diminish for those earning more than $75,000 and phase out completely for those earning more than $99,000. The poorest families with no federal tax liability would see smaller benefits, though the minimum would be set at $600. So if you are earning $75,000, they are not even going to consider you. They're going to just wipe you out. It doesn't matter if you have grocery store or liquor store, but you're making 75,000 plus on that, and now there is no customers. How many customers there are? All the students have gone on vacation or holidays, or schools are closed, now colleges are closed. How will your business survive? How will you pay rent of your stores? As you were earning in the past, it does not matter how much you're making now. So they say the size of checks would diminish for those more than $75,000 and phase out completely for those earning more than 99,000. So if you earn 99,000 or more, just forget about it. They are not going to give you anything. The worst part is the last line, that for the poorest families, those with no federal income tax liability would see smaller benefits. First thing, they don't even have money to spend, and now they're going to reduce it to only $600 for them. That is really, really bad. Like, they need food, they need something to take care of themselves, to feed themselves, to take care of their families. But in this drastic time, I think we should consider about humanity rather than thinking about someone is not making money or someone is not have worked in the past or something like that. Apparently it's government's choice that they want to see and they want to choose for that, them or everyone in the United States. On the other hand, some people have different considerations, so let's go in depth of them. So one of them is chairman of Senate Appropriation Committee, Richard Shelby. He has completely different plan. Let's go in depth. So he says, I personally think that if we are going to help people, we ought to direct the cash payments, maybe as a supplement to unemployment, not to the people that are still working every day. Just a blanket cash check to everybody in America that's making up to 75,000. I don't know the logic of that. He's making a point about those who are still working, who are still going to the job, or who are still putting their eye. Or should this money be given to only those who are out of their jobs right now? We have so many opinions. None of them is wrong, really. There might be different ideas, different ideology behind every single thought process. How will we guess which one is right? They are all making good points, good suggestions, but on one side, we have to look for who is going to help or benefit the American people. I understand his meaning that every American, those who are working, they're still getting check, they can still pay their rents, but those who are really in need, they should be supported. As we know that all Senate or government is saying this never happened before. This is first time in the history of US, or we can say in the world, it never ever happened before. So basically no one knows what to do, what would be the right choice, what we can do, and what would be the right decision. It is really hard to guess who is going to get to how much money, whether they are going to be eligible for that. If suppose a house, the house for women, single mothers or others who are still working because they have to feed their family, and on the other hand those who are homeless, if they did not receive, they received the check in the same way, then everyone will argue like why they have been received, because they did not pay any taxes. We have done it, we have worked so hard. That might hit other people's emotions, but on the other hand, this is a time of humanity. We have to consider everyone in this. That will be my opinion towards it. Let me know in comments, guys. Whom do you think should be considered to get the money from? Whether it is the first part, it is second, or you have a different opinion. I would love to hear in the comments. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Looking forward for it. And I will share my more holes or CVS breakdown or Walgreens breakdown to you guys. Hope that can help you in this miser time. Thank you.